All right, welcome to September 27th, 2024. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation. This is something that I normally do in the morning, but I was so busy this morning, I waited until my lunch break to do it. I perform this activity each and every day to remember my life objectives and principles. I actually have the book right here, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, in the chapter titled The Good Life, which is the creed that I developed after having the adventure experience of living and then writing that book. I also use the time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with the challenges and the opportunities that I met. I think about the coming day, and I ready myself for death. So let's get started. Last night and yesterday, I slept pretty well. I was up a little bit. Oh, that's because I had that big video. I did a Stoic poetry episode last night that was just over an hour long. And the upload piece here in the desert doesn't work so fast on the satellite, so I had to get up through the night to keep an eye on it, make sure it continued to post. It's funny how my brain just kind of figured it out and was waking me up periodically. Didn't have to set the alarm. That's an interesting knack I didn't know that I had. Yesterday was a good day of work, good day managing myself. Felt like there were a couple of things that happened that I got to use principles of the creed. Don't recall what they were though. What was that one? There was one I don't want to go into particulars. There's one case where I foresaw a challenge coming and I readied myself for it and I engaged with it well and it came off well. It was related to work, so that's why I don't want to give any details. The creed consists of 8 objectives and 35 principles. And hey, I have the book right here. Maybe I can read them off. Here we go. I know the 8 objectives, and they're in the chapter, like I said, The Good Life, which is back here near the back. There it is. Every chapter has an illustration by my daughter, Emily. The Good Life, the 8 objectives are: 1, these are the things that I'm striving for in terms of my life, what I'm living my life to do, to make it a good life, a life of utility in pursuit of virtue. The first objective is to be always ready to die, to have my affairs in order, my life's work in order, and my relationships sound. 2 is to make good and effective use of time. See how they're kind of laid out there? Be always ready to die. Make good and effective use of time. And then there's a whole bulleted list there of things that I constitute the good use of time, things I'd like to be caught doing when death arrives. 3 is to develop and maintain good and sound life principles. 4 is to cultivate good emotional reactions. 5, to perform good actions. 6, to recognize true limits and true opportunity. And if you're curious, if you read the book, you can see that each of these headings here and then has a paragraph or two to describe what it is. Number 7 is to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. And number 8 is to keep my balance. The 35 principles now are, I'll just read them out. Maybe it'll help me to keep them organized in my brain. And usually I go over one. Here we go. War, the principle of war. Principle of reason. The Homunculus. The Anchorhold. The home of good and evil. And I know that these names don't have any meaning without explanation. That's why the book explains what they are. And they all do have a meaning and a purpose, and they are in a particular order. I order them to be more effective as they unfold, build upon one another. Number 6 is the principle of purpose. 7 is the atomic principle. 8, the principle of nature. 9, a funny sounding one called the pirate ride, but very important. 10, the principle of maturity. 11, the social principle. 12, the principle of family. 13, public speaking. 14, temperance. 15, life will not go well. 16, the horror show. What a strange name, huh? 17, that which must be born. B-O-R-N-E. The Feast of Oval is 18. The principle of distraction is 19. It's a long one. That goes on a whole 2 pages. 20 is called agency and the great indifference. 21, the best seat in the house. 22, the restless man. 23, the path of wildness. 24, the great life adventure. 25, the risk of avoiding risk. 26, sin and damnation. 27, complete oblivion. 28, the season of philosophy. 29, script writing. 30, the bullseye aim. 31, the uphill climb. 32, arena and utility. 33, nothing is enough, with emphasis on the word is. 34, the principle of fun. And 35, being ready. That's my creed. That's what I live by. That's how I live my life, using the 35 principles in pursuit of the 8 objectives. As for today, it's now 12:10. My lunch break is underway. I'll stop this, upload this while I make a little thing for lunch. Maybe I'll have a bit of cheese and some bread. I'm running low on provisions. I have to go to town tomorrow. Then I'll get back to work, finish my work day, take the boys to Julian for a walk, and begin the weekend in earnest. Ollie's last weekend in America. Wow. Am I ready to die? Yes, my affairs are in order, my relationships are sound, and my life's work, it is complete. Take care now. Be safe, but not too safe.